Welcome to this explainer. Okay, today we are going to completely shatter this huge myth, the idea that you have to choose between selling on Amazon or building your own Shopify store. It's just not true. We're unpacking the exact multi-channel playbook modern brands use to unlock, get this, up to 190% growth. So if you want to know how the absolute top players in e-commerce are actually structuring their businesses in 2026, you are in exactly the right place. Let's get right into it. All right, let's dive straight into a pretty harsh reality. Treating a single marketplace as your entire business, it's a massive trap. Now, sure, Amazon gives you built-in traffic, but relying completely on it, or frankly any single storefront, acts as a severe growth ceiling. When you put all your eggs in one basket like that, you're literally at the mercy of their algorithms, their fee changes, and their super strict policy enforcement. So you really need to ask yourself this fundamental question. Are you actually building a business, or are you just renting one? Because if you rely totally on rented foot traffic, you don't actually own the customer relationship. I mean, think about it. If your seller account gets suspended over some random intellectual property complaint or an algorithm shifts overnight, your entire revenue stream could just vanish in an instant. You're essentially just renting a stall in a digital mall. The 190% growth multiplier, breaking the single channel ceiling. To really grasp this multiplier, we need to look at a core difference in the e-commerce landscape. Marketplaces, like Amazon, give you incredible reach and immediate traffic, but they keep the customer data. Platforms, on the other hand, like your own Shopify store, well, those are the equivalent of owning your brick-and-mortar flagship. They give you total ownership of the customer relationship, the branding, and that vital data you absolutely need for long-term retention. Now, check out the staggering math driving this strategy. Single platform dependency is a ceiling, right? But expanding to just one new sales channel boosts your gross merchandise value by an average of 38%. But, and here's the crazy part, when brands sell across 3 or more channels, they can produce up to 190% growth. No joke. That is the massive multiplier effect of capturing customers wherever they actually prefer to shop. Step 1. Validate on marketplaces, the low-risk testing ground. So, the absolutely crucial point here is knowing where to start. The smartest operators in 2026 don't just launch everywhere all at once. They use dropshipping really strategically. Think of dropshipping merely as a data collection tool. You use it to test, say, 10 to 20 products across a few niches, and you just track those sales for 30 to 60 days. Then, once you spot the winners, the products hitting 3 or more sales a week consistently, you graduate them to Amazon FBA. This lets you secure higher margins and faster shipping without blindly guessing what the market actually wants. We use this specific progression for a reason. Jumping straight into Amazon FBA ties up thousands of dollars in capital up front, and you run the risk of unsold stock and high storage fees. But on the flip side, staying in dropshipping forever, that's equally dangerous. It leaves you totally vulnerable to razor-thin margins and incredibly strict seller of record policy enforcements on Amazon. So by using dropshipping to validate and FBA to scale, you perfectly balance that risk and reward. Step 2. Build owned platforms, taking back control of your brand. Okay, so once you've validated your winners on a marketplace, it is time to build an owned platform. And here is exactly why. $2.40. That right there is Amazon's December FBA storage fee per cubic foot. It's a massive 3 times increase compared to the rest of the year, and let me tell you, it absolutely crushes your Q4 profit margins. If you only sell on Amazon, you just have to eat that cost. Having your own platform gives you alternative fulfillment options and totally protects those holiday profits. By shifting to an owned platform like Shopify, you completely bypass those punishing marketplace fees. And honestly, today, it requires zero coding knowledge to launch. You get full control over the unboxing experience, you dodge that endless sea of cheap copycat competitors that flood marketplace search results, and most importantly, you take total 100% ownership of your customer data. Step 3. Capture and retain. Turning shoppers into communities. Shifting away from those one-off marketplace transactions unlocks the absolute secret weapon of your own store. Capturing first-party email data unlocks the highest ROI channel in the entire e-commerce ecosystem. The data shows email marketing returns an average of $36 for every $1 spent. I mean, you simply cannot email an Amazon buyer directly to offer them a new product. But on your own site, every single purchase builds a list you actually own, letting you generate repeat purchases practically for free. And trust me, you need that free traffic. Why? Because if you rely solely on paid ads to acquire new customers, your net margins are severely squeezed. Realistic dropshipping net margins fall to just 10 or 20% once you factor in customer acquisition costs on platforms like TikTok or Meta. To actually survive and thrive, driving repeat purchases from your email and SMS lists is absolutely vital. We aren't just talking theory here either. Look at massive brands like Glossier and Gymshark. They use this exact direct-to-consumer model to build huge, fiercely loyal communities, instead of just transactional customer lists. Gymshark actually leveraged Shopify to expand into over 180 countries, eventually hitting a valuation of over $1 billion. They achieved all of that by controlling the experience and fully owning their audience. The multi-channel e-commerce future, building a sellable asset. Bringing this all together, adopting this 190% multi-channel playbook isn't just about juicing your daily sales. It's really about building a defensible, highly valued business asset. Established brands that own their customer data and have diversified sales channels sell for significantly higher profit multiples than businesses solely reliant on marketplace algorithms. So I want to leave you with this provocative question to challenge how you view your strategy going forward. Are you building a true asset with real enterprise value, or just a temporary revenue stream tied to another platform's rules? This multi-channel approach is exactly how you build a resilient, scalable empire. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this completely changes how you look at scaling your brand.